Everybody, it's Christine with Cocoa Daisy, and today I'm going to share with you a couple of layouts that I did using the February Paperie collection, the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. If you are familiar at all with our Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit, you know that you get what we call a simple dory, and it is in the regular standard or Traveler's Notebook size. And the fun thing about this is it is set up already as a booklet. It has pattern on one side, most of the time plain pages on the other side. And so it makes it super simple to add a photograph, add a little bit of journaling, and you have an entire booklet. So it is as a booklet, like I said, but one of the things that you can do is actually take this apart, take the staples out, cut the pages of the book in half, and you can turn this into an actual mini book that way too. So you just punch holes in it and actually make it into a ring-bound book if you wanted to. But the beauty of this is it's already all set and you don't have to mess with it. Super compact, super easy. That's what I love about this system is everything that you get, you keep it in the folder that it comes in, throw in, and I don't have the stamp set. I apologize, we don't have them in yet. I don't have a stamp set to show you. But if you had the stamp set, some ink, some adhesive, you could take this with you and you could work on this on the go as well, because there's everything that you would need in here. So before we get into the layout, a couple of things that I wanted to point out that I did this month. I wanted to try out, because it is a booklet, I wanted to try out a few things that we could use that are flat. So I'm always looking for more ideas. I don't want to always give you the same stuff. Of course, we love our rub-ons. Those work great in here. The sticker die cuts. But I wanted to try and think of some other things that would be kind of fun to layer that weren't going to add a lot of bulk to our layouts. And so in the kit, you will get a couple of sheets of these stickers. And these, I think, are perfect for adding a little bit of journaling, a date. You could add a title on these. And what I also like is that you can layer these, just tuck them behind a photograph, tuck them behind one of the tags, just to give a little bit of color and a little bit of pattern. So these are perfect for that. They're just a heavyweight sticker, but they're not glossy. They do have a they do have a teeny bit of a sheen. They're not completely matte like regular paper. So if you stamp or write on them, just give them a minute to dry, but they're not glossy by any means. But I love that you can just kind of layer, you could layer a bunch of these behind something, or like I said, you can add your journaling. And just because I'm hopeful that you'll want to really play with these, you get 2 sheets of those in your kit. And then we've done before where we've done the word or phrase stickers. These are a little bit different because, again, I thought they would be fun to layer with these bits as well, and they have some color to them. So that's something that's a little different this month. So for this layout, I wanted to do a full page photograph. I haven't done that in a while. And part of the reason I wanted to do that is I wanted to show you, again, how simple it is to complete a layout in your Traveler's Notebook. If you have a full page photograph, this one, I added the actual title right on the photograph before I printed it out. I just did For the Love of Adventure, and this was a heart shape that I had seen in one of the rocks when we were on the island. And so I took a picture of that, I blew that up, and I scaled that to fit this whole page. I loved the contrast with the black and white pattern paper. This is like my favorite pattern paper. I think I used it on just about every single layout this month. And then we had a couple of these little tags. And what I wanted to do is also include a couple more photographs. And don't be afraid to print your photos big And don't be afraid to print them small. And I mean really small. These are only about 1.5 inches, but you can still clearly see what's happening in the photograph. You can, it's kind of fun. You could do a complete grid on a whole page of small photographs. If you have a bunch of them from a particular event or a trip or anything like that, you could put, like I said, you could put a bunch of small photographs. You can still see what's going on. So don't be afraid to do little photographs as well as big photographs. So I like the juxtaposition of the big with the large on there. I put them on this tag and just added some foam adhesive to raise them up. And then this tag I tucked behind and I added my journaling. I just simple black heart sticker die cut, and then a couple of the cute little glitter hearts. And I love these. I love the size of them. These are going to go on everything. I love those so much. And so just added a couple of those, and that's it. That's all that I did on that page. It came together super fast. And if you think about it, it's got 3 photographs. It's got 3 pictures included on there. Now this one is super, super simple. But again, I wanted to show you, you don't have to do a lot to these pages to be able to get your memories recorded and to complete an entire booklet. You don't have to make it tons and tons and tons of layers. It can be simple and it can still have, I think, design-wise, look very, very good. So I liked this pattern with this photograph. I thought it was really cute. I thought the words really fit the cute little picture of Lilu. And I thought I liked these lines, and rather than fill this up, because this is kind of a busy pattern, I thought I'm going to take these colors and I'm going to bring them over because the photograph itself is pretty neutral. And then I thought I'm just going to kind of, like on here, the words are the pattern. So I'm going to make the alpha, the puffy alphas over here, kind of be a focal point as well. So you're complementing that, which is what I like. So I offset the photograph, a little bit of foam adhesive. Before I put it down though, I kind of figured where I wanted to put it. And then I ran a piece of washi tape, and this is a little bit thinner than the standard size, which I like. And it's a real bold, angled black and white stripe. I used a little snippet of the pattern paper, and I lined those up. And what I did, just a little design trick, you always want to draw your attention to, if you have a picture of a person or a pet, you want to draw your attention to their face, specifically their eyes if possible. And so if you look at where I have these lined up, they are pointing into the picture right to her cute little eyes. So that's why they're here instead of up here or down here. They're right in the middle, drawing your eye to her eyes, which is the focal point of the photograph. And then I added one of the little phrase stickers in here, a couple of the little hearts, again, to mimic these colors. So you have the red and the pink and the blue. So these colors are mimicked over here. And then I did want to add a teeny bit of journaling. I didn't want to add any more here. I really kind of liked the way that this was framed. I didn't want to, again, I love that look of alpha and white, and so, or text and white. And so I wanted to kind of keep that balanced as it was. But I did want to break this up just a teeny bit. So that was where I used one of these. I ran it through my printer. I added the journaling on there, and then just stuck it to the top of the page. And what I also like about these is the edges on them. Some of the edges look kind of like they're torn. So they have this fun like torn paper effect. And so that's what you see here. So it looks like a little torn piece of paper. And I think that, again, that balances that layout really, really nicely. Again, I'm sorry that I do not have the stamp set yet. I may have added a little stamping here and there, but we do not have those in yet. So, and then also just to mention, to keep things very simple, we include these Traveler's Notebook cards. And these are sized to fit perfectly on the pages. So if you have a layout that you want to do, you can use one of these next to it like that. Put a photograph here and you're done. It already has your title on it. Some of them are fun journaling prompts, like this one, what I like about you. You can list how many things you like about someone, or if it's a particular event that or memory that someone did something, you can use that. I love this menu one. This is my favorite because if you watch any of my stuff, you all know that I love to capture pictures of dinner and when we eat together or new recipes. And so this, what I would do with this, I would have my journaling on here, and then I would have a large picture of whether it was eating out or something we had made at home, or all of us sitting around the dinner table. Something like that would be really cute with that one as well. So there's just a couple of ideas on how to use the items in this month's Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit.